Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down what it really takes to become a confident, safe driver in what might be one of British Columbia's toughest classrooms, the streets of White Rock.
So let's just dive right in. If you're a new driver in White Rock, or you know someone who is, you know the local roads are not your average starting point. They are a true test of skill. And it turns out the secret to mastering them isn't quite what you'd expect.
First things first, we've got to understand what makes driving here such a unique, gauntlet is the perfect word for it. It's not just one single thing. It's this perfect storm of challenges that can test even the most seasoned drivers.
I mean, we're talking about some of the steepest roads in the country. Oxford Street, it has a staggering 27% grade. Then you throw in the coastal weather, which can change in a heartbeat. You've got fog, sudden rain, that blinding glare off the ocean. And on top of all that, places like Marine Drive are just packed with people, especially in the summer when the whole area can turn into one big traffic jam.
Okay, but here's where the analysis we're looking at takes a really interesting turn. What if the hills and the traffic, what if they aren't the actual problem? What if the real issue is something deeper, something rooted in how we even prepare new drivers in the first place?
And that brings us to the core issue identified in our source material. It's this idea called the practice gap. And it's a fundamental, often overlooked, flaw in how most people learn to drive.
So, what is it? Well, it's this huge difference between just logging the minimum required hours behind the wheel and getting enough high-quality, structured practice to actually be safe. All the research shows you need somewhere between 70 and 120 hours to really cut down on crashes. But most programs, they don't even come close. And this gap, it's a huge reason why in BC, a shocking 50% of learners taught only by their parents fail their first road test.
All right, so if that's the problem, how do you fix it? The answer, according to the research, lies in a specific methodology, a whole different way of thinking that's not just about passing a test, but about creating safe driving habits that will last a lifetime.
The approach that really stands out in our source material is built on one simple but really powerful idea. Most collisions aren't just random accidents. They're predictable, which means they are preventable. A company that has woven this into their entire system is Young Drivers of Canada, with their collision-free trained approach.
And what's so cool about this is that it's not just about how to physically control the car, it's about training your brain. So first up is hazard perception, learning to spot trouble way before it happens. Then you've got critical emergency maneuvers, like knowing exactly what to do to avoid a rear-end crash. The third pillar is all about cognitive skill development, basically brain training to keep you focused. And the fourth, proactive driving, ties it all together, teaching you to always be thinking ahead, creating that little safety bubble around you. But, having a great strategy is only half the battle. You still have to execute it. The other half is making every single practice drive actually count. And that's where modern technology comes into play. The source highlights a really cool innovation designed to bridge that practice gap once and for all. It's an application called the Driver's Coach, and it's basically designed to turn that unstructured practice time into something way more valuable. Think about it. This app can turn those, often tense practice drives with family into guided, measurable sessions. It gives you real-time feedback using GPS on everything from how you're braking on those steep hills to whether you're checking your mirrors. It even has an AI examiner to run you through simulations, which is huge for cutting down on that test day stress. And here's the proof of its real-world impact. This quote from a beta tester just nails it. The app acts as a neutral third party. Suddenly, it's not mom or dad nagging. It's the data. It just takes the arguments out of it and makes the whole thing a lot more productive.
So this all sounds great in theory, right? A solid method, a cool app. But does it actually work? Well, let's look at the data, because the verdict from independent evaluations is pretty clear.
According to not one, but 4 independent reports, this program was confirmed as the gold standard. In a super detailed assessment, it scored an 87 out of 100. For comparison, the average for other regional competitors was just 64. That is a massive difference in quality. And that score translates directly to success on test day. Just look at the ICBC data. Students who go through an approved training course like this have a 74% pass rate. For drivers taught only by their parents, that number plummets to 50%. It's just undeniable that structured, professional training makes a huge difference. So when you lay it all out, side by side, the key differences are just crystal clear. You've got a proprietary, research-backed curriculum versus the standard stuff. You've got integrated tech like the Driver's Coach app versus, well, nothing. And you have a real focus on actually reducing collisions, not just citing pass rates.
So what does this path actually look like? Well, it starts with getting your permit, picking a program, and then making a tool like this app part of every single practice drive. You use it to plan specific, purposeful drives on White Rock's toughest roads. You log your hours, and you only book that road test when you know and the data shows you're absolutely ready.
And really, that's the final question this whole analysis leaves us with. Is the goal just to pass a 30-minute test, or is it to build the skills, the habits, and the confidence for a lifetime of safety on the road? It's about shifting your mindset from just practicing for the license to practicing for a future that's collision-free.